Hi everyone! So today I'm starting off by using my concealer. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to start off by applying this onto my eyelids using a Morphe M421 brush. It's a concealer brush. It's one of my favorite concealer brushes because it's so small. It gets in all of the areas that you want it to get in. It's perfect. Anyways, blending this onto the eyelids, this is going to create a base for my eyeshadow. It's going to cover up any redness, any veins showing through my eyelids. And then once I've applied it onto the lid, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and go ahead and blend that out. Then I'm just doing the same thing to my other eye. As you can see, this step makes such a huge difference. And by the way, you guys, I have fallen in love with this concealer. I just picked it up recently and I have not put it down. It's super lightweight but very full coverage. So if that's something that you're looking for, I would definitely recommend picking up this concealer because it has been great so far. Once I'm done with that, I'm then moving on to setting the eyes, and I'm going to use my Mary Kay translucent setting powder as always, along with my Real Technique setting brush. I like to set that concealer because it prevents it from creasing and also helps the eyeshadows glide a lot smoother on the eyelid. Then I'm taking my Lorac Unzipped palette and just look at these shadows, you guys. Look at how gorgeous they are. So pretty, one of my favorite palettes. The first color that I'm picking up is called Unattainable, and I'm using my Sigma E25 blending brush to just blend this into the crease, into the outer portion of my eye. This eye look that I'm doing is so easy. It literally takes me under 2 minutes to do. So easy. I'm only going to be using two colors from this palette, just this one and then the highlighting shade. So I'm just taking this and blending this through the crease and just dusting it on that outer corner of my eye. No precise way. Just working in circular and back and forth motions to make sure that it looks nice and blended. This look that I'm showing you guys today, I put together and it takes me about 15 minutes total to do my entire eyes and face. This is what I normally wear to work. It's just very, very casual, two colors on the lid, and I'll be doing a winged liner as well. Now I'm just taking a Sigma E40 blending brush and just blending that color out. There's no additional product on this brush. Just blending everything out to make sure that it looks nice and smooth. Next, I'm taking the lightest color in the palette. It is called Undercover, and I'm just packing this all over the lid. I'm using a Morphe M224 brush. I believe this is a concealer brush, but I love this to pack on color. And then I'm also going to take that and go underneath my brow bone as well. And then that's it. That's it for the colors. Just going back with that Sigma E25 brush and blending everything out. Next, I'm moving on to liner. So I'm going to be creating a wing today, and I'm using the Maybelline Line Stiletto liquid eyeliner. I really do enjoy this eyeliner. It works really well for me, and it's very black, and it stays black all day. So I love that about this liner. Anyways, I start by flicking it outwards, creating a line, and then I connect that line towards the center of my eyelid. And I'll just let you watch and see how I do this. And I just keep going over the line until I get it to the shape that I like it to be. This is a process. This takes me definitely the longest for this whole makeup look. The liner takes me the longest, but practice makes perfect. And one thing you definitely want to keep in mind when doing winged liner especially is don't try and make them look identical because it's never going to happen. Unless like you have a miracle happen someday, the winged liner or any liner is never going to be 100% identical. So, and chances are once you put your mascara on, you won't be able to tell the slight difference when you have your lashes done and everything. So don't worry about it. Don't try and make it perfect. Just try and make it as nice as you possibly can. Okay, moving on to lashes. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara, and I really do love this mascara. I used to use this years ago, and I stopped using it, and I decided to pick it up again, and I recently just fell back in love with it. So that's what I've been using, and I also forgot to show a clip. I curled my eyelashes as well. I always curl my eyelashes. It makes such a difference. Moving on to the face, today I'm mixing my Mary Kay CC cream with my Mary Kay Luminous liquid foundation. The liquid foundation is in the shade Beige 2 and the CC cream is in the shade Very Light. And I'm just going to take them, mix them up on the back of my hand, and the reason I'm mixing them is because it gives it a very sheer finish, a very natural looking finish. Since this is what I normally put on my face when I'm going to work, I don't want like very full coverage. I don't want to look over dramatic when I'm just going to work. So I like to blend these two together and it works really great for me. As you can see, you can still see my imperfections showing through the foundation. So if this is not the look that you're going for, I wouldn't recommend mixing a CC cream or a BB cream with your foundation. I would recommend going for something with a little bit more coverage. But I'm using my Morphe G6 brush to blend this out. This is one of my favorite flat top brushes to apply my foundation. It blends everything so beautifully. So I sped this clip up here because there's really not much explaining to do. I'm just spreading this all over my face, but I left it in just because I love watching people apply their foundation. I don't know why, but for some reason I find it so exciting. So I just left this in here for you guys to watch to see like the whole before and after transformation. So this next step is completely optional. I just put this in here because this is a new product that I just bought, and so I've been trying it out. This is the Chanel Cream Bronzer. It's called the Soleil Tan De Chanel. Big fancy name. And I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply this into the hollows of my cheeks and up onto my forehead. It's just going to add the most subtle glow to your skin. You can put this on top or underneath your foundation. I'm just doing this to add an extra step. You don't have to do this. But on days where I only do cream bronzing and highlighting, this is the kind of stuff that I love to use in the routine that I would apply it in. Believe it or not, creams actually look much more natural on the skin, and this is a technique that I love to use in the warmer months. So if you would like to see a full tutorial on how I use cream products to bronze, highlight, and contour, and all of that stuff, just let me know in the comments and I will make that video for you guys. And then, of course, taking my beauty blender to blend everything out. Any step that you do, you always want to make sure that you blend after, so that way you don't have any harsh lines on your face, or if you're working on your eyes, you don't want any harsh lines on your eyes. You just want everything to come together and look really soft and nice. Next, I'm taking some more of that concealer, the Maybelline Master Conceal. This time I'm using it in the color Light rather than the color Fair that I used in the beginning of the video. And I'm just applying this underneath the eyes, and this is really just going to brighten and lift that area of the face. It makes such a big difference. I never skip concealer underneath my eyes. It just transforms the entire face. Next, I'm moving on to bronzer, and I'm taking this Too Faced book of bronzers, and just look at how cute this is. I couldn't resist. I've been wanting to try a Too Faced bronzer for the longest time, but I never knew which one would look the best on my skin. So this is perfect, and it's also great if you're indecisive and you can't make up your mind on which shade you want to wear. This is perfect, and I believe it's limited edition, so if you see it when you're at Sephora or wherever you're shopping, definitely pick it up because I've been loving it. Anyways, I am picking up the color Endless Summer, and I'm using my Morphe M512 brush to contour in the hollows of my cheeks. And I have just been loving this brush from Morphe. It fits perfectly into the hollows of my cheekbones and gives me a nice, precise contour, but it also blends it out so it doesn't look too harsh and dramatic. Then I'm just going down the sides of my nose and right under the chin to slim down my face. And then just taking one of my Real Techniques blending brushes. This is the blush brush, and I'm just blending everything out. Next, I'm picking up the Too Faced bronzer in the color Sun Bunny, and I'm using my Sigma F25 tapered face brush to just bronze up the skin. And this is just going to give a really natural looking summertime glow to the skin. After that, I'm taking my Mary Kay blush in the color Sparkling Cider, and I am using my Sigma F40 angled contour brush to apply this onto my cheekbones. And I just love this color from Mary Kay because it's a very natural looking blush. It's not too pink, it's not too orange, it's just right in the middle and just gives such a natural, pretty look. Next, I'm taking MAC's Soft and Gentle, and this is such a gorgeous highlighter. It's just going to add a glow to any part of the face that you want to look extra glowy and youthful, and it's just so pretty and so stunning. This fan brush is from Morphe. There's no number on it, but any fan brush or any brush will do. And then I'm just taking some of that highlighter and putting it on the inner corners of my eye. Next, I'm just going to set my entire face, and I'm using my Mary Kay Makeup Setting Spray by Skindinavia. This stuff is amazing. If you haven't invested in a setting spray, I recommend doing so. It makes a difference. Next, moving on to lip liner. I picked this lip liner up from Morphe when I was in the store, and this is the Italia Deluxe. I believe that's the brand, in the color 1041 Soft Pink. And then I'm taking one of Mary Kay's new True Dimension lipsticks in the color Posh Pink. It's a very sheer lipstick, not very much pigment at all, so it's very natural. I love to wear this when I don't want anything crazy going on for the lips. And then just to top it off, I'm using my Mary Kay NouriShine lip gloss in the color Pink Parfait. And then I'm just taking my hair down, and here's the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!